No, I mean, the IPID report is what you will have read. I had nothing to do with it. So that is a process. As I've always said, processes must play themselves out, and all these matters are being handled by the right institutions, and we must allow those institutions to handle those matters. Thank you very much.
The statement by President Cyril Ramaphosa has once again placed the spotlight on one of the most controversial political issues in recent South African history, the Phala Phala farm scandal. In a calm but firm response, the president said that the IPID report is something the public has already seen, and he clearly distanced himself from any involvement in it. But this response, simple as it may sound, has opened the door to deeper questions about accountability, transparency, and the trust between leaders and the people they serve. For many South Africans and observers around the world, this is not just about one report, it is about what it represents in a country still dealing with corruption, political tension, and a demand for clean governance. To understand why this issue is so important, we need to go back to the beginning. The Phala Phala scandal first came into public attention when it was revealed that a large sum of foreign currency had allegedly been stolen from the president's private farm. The story quickly spread, raising concerns about why such a large amount of cash was being kept at the property, how the theft was handled, and whether proper legal procedures were followed. Soon after, questions were raised about whether state resources were used to investigate the matter quietly, instead of following official reporting channels. This is where the Independent Police Investigative Directorate, known as IPID, comes into the picture. IPID is responsible for investigating misconduct within the police service, and its involvement suggested that there may have been irregularities in how law enforcement responded to the incident. The release of the IPID report added fuel to an already intense debate, with some claiming it exposed serious issues, while others argued that it lacks strong evidence directly linking the president to wrongdoing. Now, with President Ramaphosa publicly stating that he had nothing to do with the IPID report, the conversation has shifted again. On one hand, his supporters believe this reinforces his position that he has been transparent and cooperative throughout the process. They argue that he has consistently denied any wrongdoing and that no concrete proof has been presented to show that he acted outside the law. They also point out that political opponents may be using this issue to weaken his leadership and influence ahead of future elections. On the other hand, critics remain unconvinced. They argue that even if the president did not directly influence the IPID report, the broader situation still raises serious concerns. For them, the key issue is not just about the report itself, but about the unanswered questions surrounding the initial incident. Why was such a large amount of money kept on the farm? Were all legal requirements followed in reporting the crime? And did anyone attempt to cover up details that should have been made public? Political analysts have noted that this situation highlights a deeper challenge within South Africa's political landscape. Trust in public institutions has been under pressure for years, especially after past corruption scandals. Every new controversy, including this one, adds to a growing sense of frustration among citizens who want clear answers and accountability from those in power. At the same time, the country continues to face major issues like unemployment, crime, and economic inequality, making political stability even more important. There is also the legal side of this matter, which cannot be ignored. Depending on how investigations continue and what new information may emerge, there could be further legal scrutiny or even formal proceedings. However, legal processes often take time, and in the meantime, public opinion continues to play a powerful role. The court of public opinion can shape political careers just as much as actual court decisions, especially in a democratic society where leaders rely on the support of the people. Looking ahead, the future of this issue remains uncertain. It is possible that new findings could either clear the president completely or raise more concerns that need to be addressed. It is also possible that the story will slowly lose momentum as new political developments take center stage. However, What is clear is that the Phala Phala matter has already left a mark on the current political climate, and its impact will likely be felt for some time. For President Ramaphosa, the challenge now is not only to maintain his position but also to rebuild and strengthen public trust. Clear communication, transparency, and a willingness to address concerns directly will be key in shaping how this situation is remembered. For the opposition, this remains an opportunity to question leadership and push for greater accountability, something that is essential in any healthy democracy. As citizens and observers, it is important to look at all sides of the story, to question information critically, and to stay informed as new developments unfold. This is not just about one report or one statement, it is about the bigger picture of governance, responsibility, and the future direction of South Africa. What do you think about President Ramaphosa's response? Do you believe his explanation, or do you think there are still too many unanswered questions? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's have an open and honest discussion. And if you found this breakdown helpful and informative, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into important political stories. Turn on notifications so you never miss an update, and join the conversation as we continue to unpack the issues that matter most.